would like to dedicate these poems to my mother, Ann Gunderson, who was always there to encourage me and telling me to try and do better and not to be afraid of a new challenge. I feel that my Tlingit heritage and years of living, hunting, and traveling in this land for over 40 years qualify me to speak on this subject. These poems are written in the Robert Service style, and like Robert Service, I have a great love for this land, Alaska. So that, with that, I'll begin. And my first poem is a poem called Tale of a Half-Breed Packer. A little known fact is that the Tlingit Indians in the Skagway area packed much of the freight up over the White Pass during the gold rush. So with that, I'll begin a tale of a half-breed packer. Some said he was Indian, some said he was white. A half-breed I'd call him, and I'd bet I'm right. He wasn't a large man, weighed about 225, but he wasn't afraid of anything alive. We were packing the Chilkoot when we first met, both of us dirty and covered with sweat. 200 pounds was his regular load up that steep mountain in the terrible cold. One day we were packing on that trail, carrying mostly foodstuffs, some tools in the mail. It started to rain, then it turned to hail. The wind it was blowing a snowy gale. For those of you who have never seen a trail that horribly mean, I'll try to describe that ghastly scene. Try to imagine, if you will, a hell that's all snowy and white, the carcasses of dead animals on the left and the right. It was minus 50 or 60, I think. Man, what I wouldn't have gave for a drink. That half-breed was leading the way, with that heavy pack plus pulling a sleigh. No other man could have followed that trail, in all that wind, the snow, and the hail. But he finally brought us up over the top. God, I thought, would he never stop? My feet were frozen. I'm sure his were too. But as we stopped for a break, he spat his chew. That half-breed saved my life that day. Just a freight packer who earned little pay. This poem or story, whichever you will, is written about the Alaska Juneau Mine, and it is as related to me by my stepdad Gunnar Gunnarsson, who worked in the Alaska Juneau Mine. This poem is entitled Alaska Juneau Mine. I worked there in the AJ mine. The year, I think, 'twas 29. $4 a day wasn't much pay, but you got all you could eat and a place to stay. 12 hours in that hole we spent. You ate in the cookhouse and slept in the tent. The mud, the rain, the constant damp. How I cussed that carbide lamp. 85 miles of tunnel we bore. You always bent and always sore. Working in that wet and cold, always looking for that yellow gold. 300 cases all packed in tight. Light that fuse and run in fright. You always hoped that she'd blow clean. Those dangerous hang-ups can be mean. From that mountain the gold we took, every time we blasted, it shuddered and shook. Many were killed and others were hurt, but always we dug for that yellow dirt. The names of these men and who they were, only that mountain knows for sure. The devil's playground I'd call that place, for it was there I met him, face to face. And now as these memories come to me, I think of those men I'll never again see. The Alaska Juneau Mine. This poem is entitled Alaskan Logger. I wrote it for Bob Leonard, who was truly an Alaskan logger. He could do all the jobs in wood, from choker setting to rigging slinging to topping a tree. The Alaska Logger. The Alaskan logger is a rare breed, working hard to supply us our material needs. He wears a tin hat and a hickory shirt, can't bust him jeans all covered with dirt. Yes, moving timber is his trade. The things that might stop him haven't been made. Fighting 20-foot tides, the mud and the rain, all types of problems that drive men insane. His rigging fits can turn the air blue. You best hope he's not hollering at you. Yet they have a love for this great land and a way of doing things most don't understand. And for these hardships they daily face, the Lord reserves for them a special place. The Alaska Logger. This poem I've written many times. This poem I've rewritten many times, and it's my effort to describe my love for this great land, Alaska. But I think I finally got it to the point where I enjoy it, and I hope you do too. It's entitled This Great Land, Alaska. God's hand has touched this land, and that is plain to see. Just look about you, if you will, and I'm sure that you'll agree. She has that kind of beauty that all men long to see, and women dream of having, but that can never be. She's kind of like a mistress to a married man, but offers other virtues, I'm sure you understand. Yes, the mountains and the rivers, that's what I'm trying to say, or just to be out with her on a quiet day. But the devil's been here too, I'd say, and it's with the weather he's had his way. That snow, the rain, the freezing too, I'm sure he's after both me and you. Yes, this land can be deadly in a subtle sort of way. She lures you in with beauty, then pulls the rug away. But I choose to be here with her, and I'll never get my fill. Yes, I love Alaska, and I always will. Alaska, the great land. That concludes my poems for today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing them as much as I've enjoyed writing them. Thank you.